Hey guys, I'm Sdanwolf. Welcome back to the channel. I have had more fun today. I think today I probably spent like 6 hours just down here messing around on this entrance. I've had more fun today than I think the entire time that we've been playing, and I've been having fun. It's just today, man, it was like I just got into such a rhythm down here and working on this parking lot and just the whole, like, totally leaving from inside of the park and focusing on this out here has just been an absolute blast. And I never used to focus on this type of stuff with Planet Coaster 1. It would always just be inside the park. Like, I wouldn't even do any parking lots in the original Planet Coaster. But now, like, just knowing there's a subset of, like, there's a subset of the community out there that just loves this stuff, and I just kind of regret not putting more focus on this back in the day, because it was so much fun to build for, just thinking like where the cars would pull in at, you know, where would they buy their tickets, where would they exit at, you know. And so that is kind of just what we're going to go over today. I've messed around and we have got us a proper entrance, so you can come in through this way. You know, this is your right side is exit only, so you come in through the main gates and there are 2 lanes. So I figure we'd probably have like a sign out here or something that says please use both lanes, as long as the little light is on for you to go in. And you can pay at either one of these little booths. So, you know, there could be 2 cars, you know, essentially side by side, and then you make your way out into the, you know, the proper parking lot. And, you know, nothing too giant, but I think it's like just enough size to where you're like, okay, yes, that looks awesome, that's believable. It just, I think this looks so much better than just being a green grass field. We've got the bus parking right here. I found these really cool, like this this bus set from Miss T-Rex on the workshop, and I love she put together all these little caution areas and the little areas where the buses can pull in. And check this out, she actually even has little speed marker signs on here. So, you know, obviously coming through these gates and going down through here, you would be going really slow. I even have like the implied little speed bumps right here to kind of slow everybody down. And I really wanted you guys to think of this as, you know, a resort. And, you know, the reason I kind of set up just the fake buses or the implied buses for now is, you know, one day when we have the dry park and, you know, we've got the big hotel, like the big lodge, I want it to look like the buses bring people back and forth to the, you know, if they want to go to the water park, you know, buses continuously run throughout the day. You know, and take people from the resort to the park to the water park. And, you know, I wanted to have that kind of like bus tram style type transport. And I think, like, if we look at this in the phase of like 3 different properties, the theme park proper, the water park, and the actual lodge, I think that's where the buses come in and are going to play a really neat part of this whole story. And remember, these buses, they're fake right now with nobody in them. They're just on test mode. But the buses are, that one looks like got a flat tire. They are real. They're not like connected to a coaster track. If you go into your tracked rides and go to create custom and go over here to transport, you've got the cable car, monorail, and you have the single decker bus. The steamboat, and then of course the steam train. So those are real. We are not having to like one day I'm hoping those will really have guests in them that maybe want to leave the theme park for the day and come over to the water park, or vice versa. And I love the sign I was able to come up with. It gives me like strong Disney Wilderness Resort vibes. I kind of love the wood and the like the tan lettering, and just really prominent out there, like kind of right as you're driving in to get your tickets and pay for parking and all that. And when you make your way out through here, now we've got some proper entries set up, and I've got some little security tables, you know, if they have to ask you to kind of pull off to the side while they check your bags. And then over here we have some, we've got the handicap parking, and I'm hoping somebody gets some really good parking decals on the workshop, because I'll probably come in and replace these, because these are just kind of like just little aquatic metal beveled wall pieces that I came up with. And then, you know, if you come in right here, there are also some security checkpoints and where you can scan your tickets, and then you actually make your way into the park. And so, yeah, this has been my Saturday, Sunday master project, is to, we had to get some believable parking in here. And we actually did do a couple things in the park. You'll notice I have a new splash pad over here, and I put some spinning barrels with some jets. So this is like, you know, just like a little calm little kid area. You could take them in and let them splash around, let them climb around on the ship. So I think that looks better. That was a lot of just foliage right there. So I kind of went in and ripped all that out and redid this. Redid the wade pool sign. I think that looks a lot better. Redid this slide right here, which I have seen quite a bit of people use. I think that looks cooler. We're just, you know, I was telling Beyond Drew and Jonty that it's weird. It's like I'm going back now and redoing a lot of this stuff because we're so much better now than we were a week ago. It's like now the you know, we're learning the piece counts. I mean, you know, like the pieces to use. Like I said in the last video, you know, to make things look better, and we are just, you know, we're just so much more on top of this now, and, you know, and just getting more comfortable with the theming and the pieces. And we got people going in the lazy river now. They're kind of going each way, but I don't care, as long as at least they're in it and it's not just sitting there empty. That's all I was kind of worried about. I know I am like 100% squirrel right now, but I think I have another idea as well, guys. Remember this bridge right here was gonna go out into just another section of the water park? I think I've got a new idea. I think this bridge and this building is going to be the ticket and security center if you want to leave the theme park and come into the water park. I think that's going to be the new idea. And then, of course, as we expand the water park, it's going to go out this way, kind of down this ridge line. And then, of course, we can even expand it up here past Cat's Cove. So I went ahead and got rid of the big goofy looking lazy river. I think some of you guys were commenting on it. It was way too big. I mean, you can still kind of make out the imprint, and even with the entrances and exits, it still looked goofy. I don't know if I would have been able to pull the theming off right for a lazy river that large. So I brought it back over here and made it a lot more subdued, but I think it's just looks so much better like this than what I was originally going for. And you know, obviously now too, if you're wanting to change and make your way over to the theme park, you'll be able to, and vice versa. They will be able to come into the water park. And you know, like we said, scan their tickets via this main bridge that spans over both sides of the lazy river. So I think that's what's gonna, that's what the purpose that's gonna serve, because the theme park proper will, it's gonna be kind of out in this area. And that's another thing too. From right here, we're probably gonna have to go over here and do actual Wilderness Springs parking over here, or maybe even over here closer to the water, and then the park kind of stretching out that way. Right now I just have the buses, they kind of turn off and go into the woods. He'll turn any second here. I just have it doing a loop. So, but I need to think about that too, like the bus entrance area. I guess because see, you wouldn't really want the buses to have to sit out here in what would inevitably be, backed up traffic, probably letting people in. So we may have to do like a bus only service road that kind of makes its way over here, and then it connects right here, and the buses can come in and do their drop off. And, obviously no unauthorized vehicles on that bus road. And we could even have a crossing right here where the buses go over to the theme park and when they're doing drop-offs. And, even maybe have a road that goes in the middle of the two parks that reaches out to the resort. I imagine, in my head, I want to think the resort is going to split the two parks, almost like where it'll almost have a lobby. It almost have like a spine where you could make your way over to the water park or to the theme park. And it just depends on what side of the resort you get assigned to. You could have a water park view or you could have a theme park view. And so I think that is going to be a really fun idea one of these days. Just have a really big sprawling, almost like a wilderness lodge type resort, splitting the two parks. I think that could be pretty cool. And then have the bus dedicated roads and the tram roads. That'd be really cool if we got trams one day like we had in Planet Coaster, to kind of run people back and forth. Because with a massive property like this, those buses would be busy. There would be people coming back and forth every 20 minutes. These buses would probably run nonstop all operating day. But yeah, that is like I said, this is what I have been messing with basically all day. This has been a blast. Let me think, what else haven't I showed you here lately? I've got I'll try to get this on the workshop soon. I totally forgot. Look, I've got us a little rock climbing wall in Wilderness Springs now. And shout out to my buddy. I don't have his name pulled up right now. You guys are absolutely crushing it with the comments. I am getting like 40 or 50 comments an hour, it seems like. But one of his suggestions was maybe try putting a lifeguard at the end of the slides, and I did that, and look, there was 39 guests there and 37 on the other side, and this day didn't start too long ago, so that did seem to have a little bit of an uptick on guests going down Odin's Leap. And one of you all also talked to me about changing the color of the slide stairs, and that is possible via clicking on the actual platform and then going to customize, and you can change the color of the platform and the stairs. I think maybe before I must have been clicking on the actual slides, and I just didn't notice that option. When he said that, I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so much better than just the blue stairs. So yeah, this is really coming along, guys. Like, I am so freaking happy with how natural this has come about. and just like some of you guys have even said it in the comments. This is such a natural build. Everything is just like flowing exactly how you would want it to. Nothing seems forced. I will say the giant lazy river seemed a little forced. I think that was getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, and I am 1000% happy that I dialed that back a little bit and just gave the park a regular size lazy river, because like I said, that was getting a little too much. But so yeah, we are rolling right along. Now remember, some of these people are already in bathing suits, because remember, we have a little changing room right here, right as you come in the park. Some of them wait, it seems, until they get up here to the big one. This is one of the main changing centers, but you can technically change right when you come in the park. Love the water tower. I think that just, like we mentioned in the last episode, that looks so much better than the hot dog hut. We've got our little lemonade stand. Thank you for the little kid's getting his head chopped off. Thank you for the support on the workshop on this. This little guy absolutely took off. The lemonade stand, and you guys have been grabbing up this little popcorn cart. I have gotten so many workshop subscriptions off that little guy, so thank you on that as well. And other than that, guys, we are just essentially waiting on bug fixes. I'm sure we've got Monday coming up. We're gonna start the brand new week. I'm sure that Frontier is going to start, leaning into some bigger hot fixes, kind of like what we saw on that post that they put on the forums a couple days ago. That's got me really, really excited. And hopefully, like we had mentioned, they can do some tweaking on the on the slides and the usage of the slides. Oh, one of you all wanted to say wanted to see the park at night. I know that doesn't really lend it, water parks don't lend themselves really well at night, just because of the safety features. But nonetheless, you would want to have it lit up, like in case we do. Somebody on one of my comments said, dude, next year for Halloween you need to do a like a Halloween overlay, but call it Wilderness Screams, and just do like a Halloween horrors night type of vibe between both of the parks. And I think we will 1000% do that. I look at Wilderness Springs as I think it's a park. It's like one of those Planet Coaster parks that I honestly don't think will ever be done. Like, I think we will always find ways to come in and tweak Wilderness Springs, whether it's new rides, new water rides, new layouts. This is one of these projects where it was the first one I ever tried, and I just think it's just going to be one of those parks that is always kind of going to be near and dear to us. It's going to be like, no matter what we go on to do in the future, Wilderness Springs is going to be like the OG, just this is kind of where we got our start. And I think we'll always kind of be going back, and like I mentioned, no matter what we start, go back and try, to tweak it, and always just kind of keep the spirit of Wilderness Springs alive. So, but yeah, this is the water park at night. It's got just the awesome glow. The pools glow. The lazy river, it has an awesome glow. That whole thing lights up. Haven't done a whole bunch of lighting on the bridge yet. I kind of lit the planters up here a little bit. Need to get some more lights on. Probably gonna redo Odin's Leaps. I'm kind of now, like I said, with practice, I'm kind of moving towards actual lettering now. and getting away from kind of like the chunky, just in-game lettering. So there's a lot of this that I think we're gonna kind of come in here and pluck those out and redo those. We did get the little, I pulled this from Axe and Barrel. We've got a little swim up bar now in the pool in Cascade Falls. So yeah, this is coming along swimmingly. Watch your eyeballs a second. We're gonna pop back over here to the daytime. And like I said, you guys will have to let me know about what you think about my plan to do a dual park with a resort in the middle. Just think, you know, like just like this sign, like this is Wilderness Springs Resort. And I will have to come up with a name for the lodge as well, you know, because, you know, Wilderness Springs is kind of the area, but I've got to come up with a cool lodge name that is gonna, you know, like we mentioned, have rooms pointing over to both sides. But I know you guys don't want to sit here and listen to me go over this for 30 minutes, but I just super excited and wanted to get this video out and get your all's feedback on the entrance area. I am so freaking giddy about this. I am just tickled, like the progress we've made on this, and there's still so much more to do. There's so many ideas that we have to get out there and we have to try. So anyways, guys, as always, I'm Sdanwolf. We are rolling up on 21,000 subscribers already. Like we just did our 20,000 post last week, and now we're already almost 1,000 new people. I cannot thank you guys enough for that. This has been an absolute trip. I am completely shook about the response you guys have had to me in this game and this park. That meant a lot to us in the original Planet Coaster. You know, if you followed along back then, this isn't the first iteration of Wilderness Springs. This is kind of like its rebirth, and this is just awesome. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get out of here before I kind of start tearing up. So thank you guys. I will catch you in the next video. Take it.